Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to have a follow-up on last week's video where we looked at the SAE quad wrenches, and today we're going to take a look at the new, finally released metric quad wrenches. Now, these are interestingly made in Korea, if you're keeping track. Alright, now as we said, these are the metric quad wrenches, and I do have to say these are made very much like the others that we took a look at. Those I have in the work carry and I've been using them. The video we saw last week was shot actually a couple months ago, and I have to say I haven't really had any issues with these in the SAE variant. We had a couple good comments from everybody saying that these are really nice for when space is at a premium and you don't have to carry as many wrenches. They are still kind of a compromise tool, and what I mean by that is the heads are a little bit bigger than what they would otherwise be when you're using ratcheting wrenches. If you have a specific ratcheting wrench for a specific size, like an 8mm wouldn't be this thick. But if you wanted to have multiples, here you have 8 wrench sizes in 2 wrenches. It's kind of the thing you have to give a little to get a little. Overall, I think this finish has kind of grown on me. I was a little leery on it at first, but it has a decent bite to it, even with gloves on. The thing that I would say is it's a little harder to clean if you're in a high grease situation, because it's a little bit more porous and it's not as easy to wipe down. But the trade-off is you get a little bit more bite and purchase on the wrench when you're in that situation. So you're gonna have to clean it a little bit more, but you do get a little bit better grip. Quad wrenches have, of course, been around for a long time. Husky, Craftsman, it might have even been Sears Craftsman yet. They've all had various versions of the quad wrench out for quite some time, so this is really nothing new, but these are new for Klein, being they finally released the metric version. The SAE ones, I think, were released over a year ago at this point, so they finally have the metric versions out. Looking at these, they kept that same color code that they had before, where your 8 is yellow, 10 is blue, 12 is red, 13 is that turquoisey color, 14 purple, 15 is green, 17 slate, and 19 is brown. So you'll note there's no 7, there's no 9, there's no 11, there is no 16 or 18 in this set. So if those are sizes that you are looking for, you may not be happy with this because those are all left out. Direction changing on these is not bad. I haven't noticed using the other set that I got a accidental direction change. Sometimes when you're using these, you can get into it real easy the way you hold it, or they actually can flip themselves. I haven't noticed that with the other set that I have, having used them a bit. They are pretty smooth. There's nothing really aggressive in how these work. Like, you don't have to put a lot of force into the reversing mechanism. I will just note that if you're using the 8mm, your reversing lever, any of these sizes that the reversing lever is on, just pay attention to what you're doing, because if you're running something loose or tight and you get your wrench bound up, you're gonna possibly struggle to get this reverse lever thrown. You could probably get something up in there and throw it, but just keep in mind that if you need to get your wrench out, you could potentially get it stuck. Almost like the ratcheting wrenches that you can't reverse, you can get them stuck too. So just keep that in mind when you're using these. I wouldn't say that's a big turn off or anything like that. It's just something that would be a quirk of the compromised tool. Now, something we didn't look at on the last set was how hard they were. And I thought it might be interesting to see how hard the handles are on these. And we'll start at a 55. I expect we'll probably dig in here, and we are. Now, I'm probably going to dig into the finish, so I got to watch here. So we're digging in less with a 50. And let's see if the 45 skates. Yeah, I think we're just taking the oxide finish off there with the 45. So I would say these are somewhere between 45 and 50. So the high 40s. And then let's see if we get that same. Yeah, we're just taking the oxide finish off there. So I'd say they're both about the same hardness. If you were to put these in your tool carry, how much weight would you be adding? If you put just the small one, you're putting 3.86 ounces. The larger one, 10.72 ounces. And both of them added together, 14.57 ounces added to your tool carry. Alright, so we'll try and get some inch-ounce measurements with our torquing screwdriver here that goes all the way down to inch ounces. And I'm going to do it a little bit of a hokey way here. I have a 3/8 square adapter on here that's not super easy to get out. So I'm going to put this on a little bit of an angle to engage it. And we're just going to see. These do not have a whole lot of back drag. If I get somewhat straight on that, you can see we're at about 3 to 4 inch ounces back drag. Can't get in on that one. Let's try this one. If I get sideways, nah. I'll have to work on a way of getting in there to measure back drag on multiple sizes. But the back drag on these wrenches is very light, and I can support that by just manually operating them. It's a very, very light back drag, which is kind of a nice thing if you don't want to be fighting your wrench a lot. A light back drag is very nice. Overall length of these I don't think is something that we really covered in the other one. We're sitting right around 9 1/4 for the larger wrench, and 6 1/4, 3/8, 6 3/8 for the shorter wrench. Now thickness, this is one of those things that I think the combination quad wrenches could embrace a little bit more, and I'll get more into that later. But overall, on the largest size, we're looking at 7/8, and the smaller size here, let's call that pretty close to 3/4, so just a little bit thicker. The wrench handle itself, I'm going to call that at its thickest spot 5/16. And then this one here, the larger of the two sizes, we're going to go with half. And the smaller of the two sizes, 7/16. The thickest part of the handle here is right around 1/4. So what I was talking about earlier with these quad wrenches, I would almost like to see, if you're running unistrut, now metric isn't necessarily the best size to use as this example, but if you're running unistrut and putting straps on, this part of the, I'll show you on the larger one, this part of the tool right here that sticks out kind of stops you from getting into the nut on the unistrut strap. And it's a shame Klein didn't do this. It would be nice if they had the shank just a little bit bigger, or I should say the wall of the wrench, you'd almost make it kind of like a socket. Make this just a little bit bigger, that it sticks out further, that you could get into that unistrut strap and set them real easy. None of the manufacturers have this, and these quad wrenches, unless you're running larger strut or straps, they're really hard to use with unistrut. And that's one of those things that this would be great, because if you have different sizes or something like that, it would be wonderful to use these, but a lot of times you can't. You're actually using an open-end wrench, or you're using a conventional ratchet with a thin wall socket. So I think that's an opportunity lost on Klein's part there, but maybe they'll come out with something with the sizes you would use for just unistrut with a thicker wall at some point. I would think even Milwaukee, somebody looking to have the solution to your tools, that I think would probably be a little bit of a seller there, because you really have a hard time using quad wrenches if you're running racks. Overall, I think these are very nice. I kind of started to like the black oxide finish. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it when I first got wrenches with it. And in fact, those quad wrenches we did the video on last week, that's an older video, those were the first things I got with this black oxide finish, and I honestly think I've started to like it a little bit. It's just that it does carry the dirt a little bit more, so you're kind of wiping them down a little more so, but it's not a huge deal. I really like that these are color-coded, and it is the same color coding that they have on their other tools. So if you look at their sockets or anything else that they have, this is the same color code. So if you get used to, hey, the 12, and you're looking for that red, and you're in the metric sets on the others, you're just quickly sighting, looking for that red or the yellow, any color. They are very consistent with the colors, which I like to see. That's something that if you're going to colorize things, keep it consistent, and I'm happy to see that they are. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We had some really nice comments on the last video on the quad wrenches. A lot of people accurately said that the quad wrench has been out for quite some time. It's nothing new. I'm not sure if Klein had a version of the quad wrench before these. Correct me if I'm wrong. Klein had the old school, very coarse ratcheting wrenches that they sold, but I don't recall if there was a quad wrench version of that. So this could be Klein's first version of quad wrenches, but Channel Lock, Husky, Craftsman, Cobalt, a lot of them had quad wrenches over the years, various stages. I think Crescent has some sets. Some are spline drive, which I'm a little torn on yet. These are 12 point, so there's a nice thing with that you can kind of get onto four-headed size fasteners. A lot of times, going back to unistrut, the nut on unistrut fastener or straps a lot of time is a square head, and of course if you're running beam clamps or something like that, those are square heads still. So having the 12 point is kind of nice. You can take advantage of that. One of the places the splines really do shine, the multiple different fasteners that they can get onto. Overall, I think these are nice. Let me know your thoughts. Do you have a big use for the metric ones? I think this is something that's appealing to throw in the work carry, because if you don't use a lot of metric and you occasionally need some, you have 8 wrenches here that are ratcheting. Various metric sizes that you can use when you need them. If you don't need them a lot, you don't use them a lot, and you're only carrying 2 wrenches. You don't have to carry a whole set. So I think that's something nice here to finally have that option to throw in your carry. Those are all the types of things that just make everything easier. and they're not super heavy to throw in and add a whole lot of extra weight, even though we know it all adds up. So let me know what you think. Would you get these? Would they be a good enough metric wrench for you and your tools? Do you have them? Do you not like them? Did you have problems with them? Those are all things I like to hear, and we have a great section of people in the comments that are willing to share what they've experienced and what they know from over their careers of use of tools, which I think is great. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.